Last episode, we managed to rip out our old rotten kitchen floor. We repaired rotten joists, fitted DPM, and also fitted new insulation. This week's job is to tackle the first fix plumbing in the bathroom, which is something we have zero experience in, so sit back, grab a brew, and enjoy. So we're back. It's been 2 weeks, and you'll have seen on the last video, we managed to rip the floors and insulate the floor. And in today's video, we are going to be learning how to first fix plumbing, which is something that neither of us have done before, so that's going to be new. We have a blank canvas to work with. I'll take you through and show you. Today's job is going to be working out how we hide the pipes. So these are the two cold feeds that come from the property into the bathroom. Now, one of them is going to feed the sink, one of them is going to feed the toilet. We're then going to have to junction off, and there's going to be another that's going to feed a shower that sits here behind me. The waste is an issue though, because the waste at the moment sits above floor level. The old bath used to hide all this, but obviously there's not going to be a bath there now. So we're going to have to work out how we can relocate that waste pipe. Pipes that are coming in for the cold feed are also above floor level. So we're going to need to notch out the joists or drill through the joists so that we can basically elbow down here, go through the joists, under the floor, and then out to where we need.
Ideal would be to try and get the toilet plumbed in so that I can camp in here and stay overnight and get more done, because it's only taken us an hour and 10 minutes to get here, hasn't it? But even so, and that was flooring it. Yeah. I've already got 3 points, I don't want any more. Oh, it's quite high over there.
Well, that's all rotten away on the left, that's the reason it's higher, but we need to spirit level all the way across to make sure that the floor's even all the way, otherwise it's going to be way out.
You see around here, if we could put like an elbow joint, listen to me, I sound like I know what I'm talking about. An elbow joint there, then take it down and take these pipes under the joists. So if we can put a joint there, drop it down.
Now, so you're going to say you want to put a joint here and go down.
Yeah.
Right, so pretend you're here and you've just had a shower, right?
Yeah.
Your shower, think about how gravity works. Your water is going to run down that way. How is your water going to then run up?
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that's not going to work, so we'll have to think of a way around that.
Okay.
This is our very first time trying anything plumbing related, and surprisingly everything went really smoothly. I've come to the conclusion that Speedfit is pretty much just Lego for adults, and we did have a couple of leaks on the first test, but nothing that we weren't expecting, and it was easily fixed. Got new plumbing in. We've got the feed for the toilet, we've got the feed for the sink, we've got the feed for the shower, we've put a stop end on that, we've put a stop end on that, and we've put a flexi on that with an isolation valve. So now we need to test it for leaks. Nice and easy. Oh, hang on, I need a screwdriver just in case that's on. Right, so turn it off, got a leak. Which means that one's not done right. Right, did you see which one it leaked? This one?
Yeah.
So we've tested for leaks and we are all good. So we did have a couple of leaks where the Speedfits weren't connected properly, but they're all sorted now. So we are watertight and we are good to go. So now the job is to finish off the floors, and we can start getting the flooring down in here. Because, oh, thanks for that. So we can start getting the floor down here now that we know all the pipe work's fed under. We've got a little bit more rotten floorboard that we need to get up. And then once that's done, it's going to start looking a bit more like a room then. But quite happy with that. Gone pretty much to plan. So part of the reason that we're actually not that bothered about the fact that we're DIYing this build, is it going to be to the standard of a proper tradesman? Probably not, but is it doable and is it passable? It probably will be. Look at how this was installed. So we're ripping the carpet up in the lounge.
All right, hold on.
You think you'd cut the carpet round the fire. It would be the logical thing to do. No. everything in here is loose. So floorboards are ready to go down. Well, the floorboards have got to run horizontally across the joists. So the first job has been to fix this stud wall that we took down. Now, this is a very, very sketchy fix, but it's rock solid. Would it pass building regs? Probably not. Is it good enough to do the job? Definitely. So we fixed that bit, we fixed that bit. We just need to fix this gap down here, insulate this run, and then the floorboard can go down. Quite surprised. We'll take it. We will take that all day long.
So what you're seeing me do here is make my first huge mistake of the day. You'll probably notice as each board gets laid, the gap to the wall on the right hand side is getting bigger and bigger each time, and it's way out of plumb. So you'll see later in the video, I've got to come back and rip all of it up and relay everything again. Most of the gap on the side can be hidden when the kitchen gets fitted, but the main problem that this is causing is we're only laying new floor up until, from what you can see, is about the bottom of your screen, which means when we meet the original floor, it's going to be nowhere near flush, and the new board would have to be cut on a really tight angle.
So a successful day. We now have a kitchen floor. Granted, it's not perfect, but it will more than do the job. Done that, we've done the first fix, so that's a great day's work. So when we're back next time, we need to finish this run, patch that little section up. We need to board the floor in here, but you can see it, all the first fix is now done. So we've got toilet, we've got tap, we've got shower, that's just gonna have to be notched out in the joist. And we just need to put a little T-junction in there for the water heater and then move the waste. So all in all, very good day's work. Happy, mother?
Yeah, very happy. Very happy.
Good. Right. Might be tomorrow, might be the day after. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. It's now the next day. Early start today. I'm here on my own. Mum's on her way down. She's had to stop at Tool Station to get a couple of extra bits. So we got loads done yesterday. So let me show you what we need to tackle today. Kitchen electrics is going to be first fixed. This wall here needs to come out. This floor is going to be DPM'd, insulated and hopefully boarded. And by the end of the day, hopefully, there's going to be a working toilet about here. This floor needs finishing off and this little hole needs patching.
In hindsight, I probably should have just taken a sledgehammer to this, but when you get a reciprocating saw for Christmas, you have to test it out. I actually really enjoy getting back into the electrics. It's been a while since I've done any work like this. And I thought I'd keep the footage in, but basically all of this that I'm doing now has to come straight back out because Mum hasn't told me that she's redesigned the plans. So all of the sockets are now going to be on the right hand side. So all of this work that we're doing here doesn't need to be there.
We're making some progress now. So we've marked out where we're going to have our hob. We need sockets over here for the microwave, kettle and toaster. Fridge and washing machine are going to go on this side. So the first run is done, ready for that side. What we've now got to do is get all this backing off so that we can run a length of cable over here and then down to feed the washing machine and the fridge. So we're making progress. We managed to get the wall completely out. Electrics is first fixed. Mother is just nail gunning the membrane down. So we need to get some more plasterboard ordered to go on here, and then once the membrane's in, we're going to tackle the toilet. We're learning a lot as we go. I now have a void up here which needs filling. That's from the old ducting for the hob. So we're just measuring now to see where we need to cut the hole for the soil stack. The good news is the soil stack just lifts off, which means we don't need to cut the floorboard in 2 pieces. We can literally cut the hole, fit it over the soil stack, providing our measurement is right.
Yesterday we forgot to add a feed to the new water heater that we're fitting to the back wall, so that's what I'm doing now, and I'm also adding a hot feed to run from the heater to the sink tap. And it's really important that we get this done now before the floor goes down to save having to rip it up further down the line. And I think it's worth mentioning as well that neither of us have ever done any plumbing before, so this is our first time using Speedfit with both copper and plastic pipe, and it went surprisingly well. Granted, there's quite a bit of a mixture of some copper and some plastic, but everything's watertight, there are no leaks anywhere, so for a first attempt we're really happy with it.
There you go, that's on.
And it was at this moment everything went wrong. We've never bought and set up a full toilet system before, and we were missing a cistern coupling donut, which basically means that we're unable to fit the cistern to the toilet. It's so annoying because the part that we forgot to buy literally cost £2, and it stopped us from finishing the entire toilet. So we had to call it a day after that very annoying defeat.
Right, so we're finished for the day. What have we done today? We could not get the toilet fitted because Mum's not bought the right bits. We first fixed for the water heater and for the taps. We've removed the wall, we've done the floor in the bathroom. One of the good things we've done, let me just turn the camera around, is this board on the right is actually screwed in, and I did this yesterday thinking it was straight. And as you can see, it's definitely not. So I've lifted and relayed every board on this side so we know that they're perfectly square now. So we've just got to straighten that one up, get one last run in, fix that gap. But we've done an awful lot today. The next job is definitely going to be to fit that toilet. We're going to fit the toilet, we're going to get the plasterboard that's designed for the bathroom so we can fit that along here. Once that's been fitted, we can then fit the water heater here. When the water heater's fitted, we've then got hot and cold feeds everywhere we need, and then we can move on to actually doing the electric. So we've got a very basic first fix here, but it's nowhere near finished yet. But a good chunk done, ready for another day. So that's our last job of the year.
Yeah. Wow. I think we've done really well. I think we've really broken its back. We've got all the gory bits out. It's just a shame I didn't get the seal for the bottom of the toilet. But this is the thing when you're a woman and you're going to these DIY places. B&Q, Screwfix, Toolstation, and you're a woman buying parts and you're asking them to supply you with the things. It's just frustrating that for the sake of one seal that would cost, what, £2, we can't get the toilet in. But never mind, we've learnt a lot.
The main problem that we ran into with the waste is because the old waste was hidden by the bath. We aren't having a bath, which means the waste pipe is going to be visible. So we fitted the new waste pipe today. Now, if I put you on floor level, you're going to lift that up a little bit more. That's probably the angle that the waste is going to need to run at. So obviously the shower needs to be above the pipe. So we're going to make a little frame out of timber, probably a 7 or 8 inch frame high, that the shower tray will sit on and is high enough that the waste can run underneath it. So there'll be a little step up to get into the shower. But the good thing is, because we've vaulted the ceiling, you're not losing any height. So even though we're going to raise that up slightly, you're still going to have loads of room at the top. So we'll walk round, the water heater will be in like a little cupboard here. And then in probably the midway point here is where your shower door will finish. And then you'll just have a little step up into the shower there. And then have a vision, we just need to make it a reality.
And we forgot to record a nice outro today, so here's a really good boring video of us checking our pipe work for leaks. It'll be a few weeks before we can get back to the lodge again, so thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one.